This is a Joe Grosso production from the YOURE TV team and family, Best Tupac Alive channel, and past and present political news team and interviews. YOURE TV for life.
How's it going, my people? This your boy, your carnal, your kin, your compa, your homie, your blood, your crip, whatever you want to call me, Wired Up. And welcome to another episode of Wired Up TV, the number one Tupac Alive channel and best Tupac channel out there. The number one channel that exposes all the frauds and is stopping these fake frauds and liars from pimping our community. This got to stop and no longer. This is we, this is I, this is us, Wired Up TV. Let's get down to it, guys. I want to show you this picture, man. It's very interesting, man, that my boy Joe dug up, found it, did his thing, cropped it, and showed it to us. Now, you know, it's no secret. This is from the, from the Toss It Up video, okay? One of Pac's last videos, you know, showing his face and doing whatever he had to do, you know, in my opinion, in our opinion. Now, we've been showing you guys, you know, angles and things of that nature from the Toss It Up video, and we've been telling you guys that we cannot see his tattoos. Now, this picture right here, you know, Joe explained to me that it wasn't a picture that he found online. It wasn't a cropped picture or none of that stuff. He put on the Toss It Up video, screenshotted this, and sent it to your boy. So this has not been edited, funked in any way, shape, or form. And you know, you cannot see his tattoos. And this is so weird because some angles you can, some angles you cannot. And you know, in my opinion, it is something very, very, very strange that has to be looked into, and that's what we're doing. We're gonna try to find out. Maybe Pac was doing some kind of a makeup work for a movie at the, you know, on half of the video. Well, he shot half of it or some parts of it, and the other half he wasn't. That's why in some parts you can see tats, in some parts you can't. Or maybe this is not Pac. Okay, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying, it's up to you guys to decide it. I'm not telling you either or is correct. I'm just showing you the information as we see it, so you guys can gather your information. Maybe you know some we don't, and you know, figure out, you know, your plethora of evidence yourself, you know, make up your own mind or whatever the case might be. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of possibilities. It could be Pac was shooting movies. You guys know he was very busy at the time in '96. He might have been shooting a movie where he had to, you know, get his tattoos makeuply removed and enhanced. And, you know, he shot some parts of Toss It Up, you know, that day or at that moment. Or it could just be that this is not Pac, that this is somebody else. You know, one of his doubles, Devin Clark, whatever the case might be. We do not know. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. This is what we're trying to figure out. We want to know what you guys think. Y'all tell us your opinion. We're not trying to tell you guys what to think or that we know it all. Okay? We want to know your guys' opinion. All right? Now, I can tell you my opinion, my personal only opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's 100% right. But if you guys want to know my opinion is it's very weird, man. It's very weird. And whether you explain it for it to be some kind of makeup coverage of the tattoos, whether you're explaining it for other, whatever the case might be, it's very, very, very strange. And I don't think any explanation is gonna seize our comfort and not our comfort. I don't think any information is gonna cease our curiosity, you know what I'm saying, and our interest in why is this so tantalizing, why is this so mysterious, and all the mysteries and all the stuff that surrounds Mr. Tupac Amaru Shakur, and that still does to this very day. But we can sure find an answer. You know, maybe you guys know somebody we don't, and if you do, send that number or send your information, or just send your ideas to wireduptvforyou@gmail.com. Okay? As you see it on the screen, wireduptvforyou@gmail.com. And this is not only for this episode. You could, if you guys ever have any information, something that we've never seen on Wired Up TV or YouTube, period, something you found that you think the world might find interesting or whatever, send it to wireduptv4you@gmail.com. Talk to me. If you want to, do the voice on your video, you can do it. If you want to help me crop it, edit the video, you can do that too. We can find a way to do that. This is y'all channel, man, and I go through battle for y'all. We all go through battle for y'all. We are not going to allow nobody to fool with you guys any longer. Not if I can help it, okay? We're doing Pac's work, and we're going to stop these frauds and liars from pimping our community and from people thinking that we are just a no-brain, no opinion, no research having community, which we are not, okay? Now, it's very interesting. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to show you guys this. Very, very, very key. Like Cartman says from South Park, very key, guys, very key. And I just wanted to show you, man. This is a clearer picture, very, very clear. It's a screenshot from the video itself, and like I said, some snips of the video he has text, some other parts you can't see them. A lot of people told me, well, there's more parts of the video that you can see the text than not. Maybe that's true, maybe it's not. I guess it just depends on your opinion. All right, but the truth of the matter is that this is very weird, and I just want to show you guys. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is, you guys know Machiavelli, the book, the Prince Machiavelli. Tupac talked about this gentleman all the time, okay? All the time. He said he read the book. He named himself, he studied it, he took it, now it's mine. And he named himself Machiavelli instead of Machiavelli, okay? Real Pac fans know this. These are just facts. The man said it himself. But something very interesting that Joe brought to my attention is, you guys know the famous hand signal that Pac was always throwing up, at the end of his career that we've seen, you know what I'm saying? In 96 with Death Row, was the West Side, okay? He was down to ride, down to die for the West Side. He was representing California, Oakland, which is in California, Texas, and Arizona, New Mexico, whatever, Montana. I don't know what other states are on the West Side. Seattle, Washington, every state on the West Side, okay? Look at the book. Look at, the book of the cover. Look at his hands. Machiavelli is throwing the West Side on the cover. He's throwing the West Side on the cover. Look at that. And it's not a mistake. It's not that his fingers are accidentally touching. It's none of that. His fingers are overlapping and crossing. Look at it real close. Look at it. You can pause the video. You can enhance, whatever you gotta do. He's throwing up the West Side. What? When I saw this, I was like, what? What in the world does this mean? Okay? Was there something deeper that Pac never got the chance to, really unleash and tell us on tape and stuff like that, because he had to leave us. He had to do the escape. He had to get out of here for whatever reason, right? Did he not get to tell us what that meant? Why is Machiavelli throwing what's going on? Okay, one thing I know Tupac did say is that there was a meaning for him throwing up the West Side. He says, you throw up the West Side, okay? One side of the W is the West Coast. The other side of the W, which is the pinky finger, is the East Coast, and the middle finger and the other little finger and the middle finger and the wedding, ring finger that are crossing, that's the Middle America, and we are divided. And the reason the two fingers are crossing like that is because Middle America is together, but the East and the West are divided. The West and the East are divided, okay? And it's a W for war. Tupac said this himself. W for war. Okay, index finger is the West, pinky finger is the East. Middle America is the two fingers crossing, and we're divided, and it's a W for war. Pac said this himself. But why is Machiavelli throwing up that W? is the interesting part to me. Why is Machiavelli throwing up that W? Did he not get to tell us why? What's the meaning behind it? Why was he throwing it up? Why was he bringing up this book? Why did he take Machiavelli's name? The only thing Pac got to explain in that interview was simply this. When he reads something or he studies something, he's going to study it and master it, so it's no longer great to him no more. He's taken it. It's his, and he has no remorse. Okay? Because he said he has no remorse of taking this and making it his, because maybe it's something that the African Americans did, but they didn't let them record it, or they didn't get to record it. Okay? Maybe it's something they stole from the African people. You know what I'm saying? This is what he said in the interview. Okay? But it's just something very interesting. When I saw it, I literally got stone cold quiet. It's very, very weird, man. Very, very, very weird. I don't have an opinion. I want to hear your guys' opinion. What do y'all think? Why do you guys think what's going on, man? This is so crazy. Machiavelli is throwing up the freaking West Side on the book. On the book, Machiavelli is throwing up the West Side. It is not just a coincidence that the finger they're touching, in my opinion. They're crossing. Like he's straight up throwing up the West Side. It is crazy. Man, this is crazy as hell, bro. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Or send your information, you already know, to wireduptv4you@gmail.com. I mean, it's weird. Let me know, guys. Do your own research. Do not let these frauds lie to you guys. Keep your head up, and remember, guys, always, always stay wired up. In the words of Smokey from Friday, peace out. God bless.